Relatives, let me first of all welcome all of you into the territory of the Algonquin people. We are here today to light the flame for the Canada Games that are going to be held in Winnipeg.
The Centennial Flame was first lit in 1967 and acknowledges Canada's 100th anniversary of Confederation. This year, as we mark the 50th anniversary of the Canada Games and acknowledge the 150th anniversary of Canada, we're lighting the Canada Games torch, bringing a tangible reality to years of organization, countless hours of training, and a palpable excitement for the Games in Winnipeg in just over a month's time. I was very fortunate to compete in the 1991, 1993, and 1997 Canada Games. I was lucky enough to win a gold medal in the javelin, but my favorite memory of the Canada Games is being selected to represent Manitoba by carrying the closing ceremony's flag into the stadium. And in '97, I still vividly remember hearing the roar of the crowd when I walked into the stadium, knowing how many volunteers, how many people had put so much hard work and effort into that moment. And for me, I mean, I've been to 3 Olympic Games, but that moment still stands out as my favorite sporting moment. And so many of those moments are going to happen for athletes at the Canada Games, and we just don't know what to expect. But I'm just so proud and privileged to have been a part of something so special. And I know for the athletes that are going to get to compete there, you don't know what to expect necessarily, but you're going to have amazing moments that are going to come out of those games that are not necessarily what you expected. But really embrace it, take it all in.
I can tell you, when the Prime Minister appointed me Minister of Sport, one of the first thoughts that went through my head was, I get to be Minister of Sport during the Canada Games. I have such fond memories of the way athletes always share their story. The Canada Games is a big deal. Like in an athlete's trajectory, in an athlete's career, in an athlete's story. You know, I don't know how many 40-something-year-old athletes I've met now that just talk about the glory days of the Canada Games and how they represented their homes. It's a super big deal, and athletes remember it, and they enjoy it, and they cherish their memories. It is the first multi-sport games for an athlete, whether that's the pinnacle of their career or whether they're just getting started. And it's really important that we give them a positive first experience, and Canada Games can be counted on to do that. So, you know.
It's a very unique property in the world, and it serves as a very strong stepping stone for our future athletes. Children prepare across the country to make the provincial teams. And s'ils arrivent à l'équipe, ils arrivent aux Jeux du Canada, and with that they're able to perform and take the next steps to get to the world stage. Volunteers are absolutely essential to amateur sport in this country, and each game requires a significant amount of volunteers. And every society has their communities stepping up, and Winnipeg has demonstrated that in Manitoba.
City and our whole province, because the games are coming. We had to attract 6,000 volunteers. We have more than 6,000 that have signed up. We had to get some sponsors on board. We met our objective with the sponsors. We're starting to see the colors of the Canada Games all over the city. There's a real buzz happening, and it's because we are so anxious to welcome the athletes, the visitors to Winnipeg in about 50 days.